So Em planted some sunflowers in the backyard here, and these little bugger rabbits already ate them. These little guys, they're like feral bunny rabbits, and they're eating our garden stuff. Yeah, you little bastard. Anyways, we are headed to Mexico next week for a little family vacation and some photography with friends. Mailman's here. Alright, I'm actually in the Rover because I needed a knife to open up my mail. But anyways, we are going to Mexico next week. A lot of people are coming to join us. We're going to take some awesome photos and video and just enjoy some tropical vacation, I guess. And set screws. Nothing to do with photography. But I just wanted to show you guys how dull this knife is. I wanted to show you guys our gear setup for our trip to Mexico. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We've got drones and action cams and big cameras, little cameras, I don't know. We got lots of stuff. And we got underwater housings. I mean, these are awesome. You buy these off of eBay and Amazon and they're like $10 instead of buying them for $50 elsewhere. So I'm gonna dive into my little gear setup for travel. This is my wife. She's good on plow. That's why I love her.
I'm good to plow.
You're good to plow. So this is the travel setup. At least what I think we're going to take on our upcoming trip to Mexico. We're going to be in Tulum, and I thought I'd show you guys my strategy for gear. So let's get into it. I'll show you guys what we have here. We've got gear for aerial shots, gear for action cam underwater shots, and then our photo taking and maybe cinematic video stuff with the main camera bodies. So, and then accessories and tripods and stuff like that. So I'll start with the drone. We got the DJI Mavic Pro, and that's going to be in charge of our aerial shots. It's pretty awesome. Got to make sure you got extra batteries, and we've also got the neutral density filters for that, some extra prop blades, and that covers aerial stuff. And then going on over to action cam, we've got the Yi 4K, and that's going to do our underwater stuff and any action cam shots that we want to get with that. It's got, well, 2.7K at 60 frames per second, so it shouldn't be too bad. I've got the little 6-inch underwater dome to try out some over-unders. And what's also awesome about the underwater stuff is I picked up this magic filter. It's supposedly something that makes the white balance better underwater, or brings out the color better underwater. I don't know a lot about it. I'm going to try that out with the action cams. And then our main shooter is the Canon 6D, and plenty of battery power, and Samsung's NX500, which is also going to be my 4K video shooter, and it can also mount all of the lenses. The lenses I'm going to take are Rokinon's 35mm 1.4. That mounts on both of these bodies. And then I've got Canon's 85mm 1.2. That's an FD. It's only going to mount on mirrorless cameras. And then I've got Rokinon's 8mm 2.8. That's only going to mount on the Samsung. And the reason I'm taking this one is it's going to be used for wide angle 4K video because this Samsung does quite a big crop to do 4K. So it's actually going to make this not so fisheye, but still pretty awesome. And then I'll take my Nikon mount 50mm 1.4, that's an AIS lens, and that's going to mount on both camera systems here. And then other than that, the main travel gear to bring along with that stuff is, of course, plenty of battery power, and you got your memory cards and neutral density filters. Always need those. More neutral density filters. Got a selfie stick for the phone. I've got the MacBook 12-inch Retina for doing some editing on location. Some battery packs, some more battery packs. These battery packs are pretty awesome. They're going to be able to charge all my cameras and my phone and my laptop on the go. What else? We'll bring a little novel Instax Polaroid, and I think that is going to be pretty much it for our travel setup, and we'll see how it works. Of course, I got the Zoom H1 for audio with a lavalier microphone and this little hood loopy thing to shoot through live view, and tripods. Got a ultralight travel tripod. Manfrotto's Be Free is pretty awesome, and I got a mini tripod, the UltraPod 2, a floaty thing for the action cam, and most of this is going to go in my Kata Bumblebee backpack, and that's it. And now you know what kind of gear we're going to be traveling with. Okay, so I forgot a couple of things that I have to mention before we wrap this up. One of them is you gotta have tunes. So I got this guy here, JBL's Clip 2, which is our Bluetooth speaker for on-location music. This thing's actually pretty awesome because it's fully submersible, waterproof, and can last all day on the battery. And the other thing that I forgot about was my monopod. I got hair elastics for the chicks, and I'm actually running a dual-wheeled setup, probably for some action cams, just to test out a few. And that's it. This last segment was recorded on the Samsung NX500. It is actually pretty awesome. The autofocus on video is so dope that is probably some of the best. And well, yeah, I spoke too soon. Anyways, that's it for the travel gear, and I'm off to Mexico. We are all off to Mexico. There's a big crew of us going to Mexico tomorrow morning early, so I'm going to vlog some of that for you, and you're going to see a lot of great content coming from the whole crew of awesome people that are coming. But throw some comments down below what you think of the travel gear, what you think might be better, or if you think I'm stupid, just comment that too. I don't mind. And like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And next time you see me, I'll be in Mexico. Autofocus, awesome. Bye guys.